I had read years ago, and I might have even mentioned this in my first book. I don't remember. I think I did, but this sort of fascinating phenomenon that happens when you sleep, that your cerebrospinal fluid is sort of washing your brain like a dishwasher. There's a sort of a pulsing thing happening, and it's helping clean and detoxify your brain as you sleep. Am I on base on that or off base?
Oh, absolutely. The sleep is such an important function that we understate. We get invited to these places where people do all kinds of cleansing, all kinds of chemical cleansing, and this and that, and we say to that we never get invited to these places again, because to their chagrin we say there are only two kinds of cleanse that we know: water and sleep. Two main kinds. And sleep, there's a reason that we sacrifice safety, 8 hours, 1/3 of our life, where we're absolutely paralyzed. Why would that have been introduced into our existence? How could that have been beneficial in a world of animals that could prey upon us during those times? Because sleep is that important for the brain. During sleep, two main things happen: consolidation of thought and memory. And that's where part of why dreaming is important. And then the second thing, and even more important thing, is cleansing. You have this lymphatic system, which is we didn't even know that there was a lymphatic system in the brain up to recently. And now we've discovered there's a lymphatic system, which is a combination of this pulsing of the cerebrospinal fluid as well as glial cells that come and clean the environment. If you have a good night's sleep, which is 7 to 8 hours, yes, that's the optimal. There is no question. Less than that is not optimal. More than that is not optimal. So people who sleep 9 hours, there's something wrong there where you need 9 hours. You're trying to catch up. So 7 to 8 hours of deep restorative sleep. We have this concept called neuro, N-E-U-R-O, nutrition, exercise, unwind, which is stress management. R is restorative sleep, where you go through these 4 phases of sleep. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and REM, REM sleep, at least 4 to 5 times a night. You do that, there's consolidation of memory. People have significant better memory than those who don't go through those stages. And then cleansing of the brain, where all these byproducts of this incredibly hard-working organ is taken out at night, be it the amyloid, which is a normal byproduct of life and aging, be it other byproducts such as toxins and others, are cleansed. And even the connections, the axonal connections that are not functioning, are severed and eaten up. But when people don't get good night's sleep, this actually becomes pathologic. These glial cells start eating away from good brain. In fact, people have seen that people who don't have good sleep have smaller brains because of this lymphatic system going awry. So sleep is profoundly important. If you're going to invest in anything, invest in your sleep hygiene, in your sleep space, in cognitive behavioral therapy, if you have running thoughts and other things, because it does better cleansing than any program out there.
There's a really fascinating book I read, I guess, a couple of years ago called Why We Sleep by Dr. Matthew Walker. And one of the takeaways that stuck with me from that book, I'd like to read it again, frankly, because there was so much interesting stuff in there, but was he was talking about the fact that in the early hours of the evening when you're asleep, your body is really restoring your physical body. And then in the later hours of the night is when your brain gets the benefit. And so people who stay up too late, they're short circuiting or short changing, I should say, the restorative benefits of sleep on their body. And if you get up too early, you're short changing the benefits on your brain.
Yeah.
And we have a culture of people that are staying up too late and then getting up too early. And he even talked about in his book that if you are not dreaming, that dreaming is a very important process of brain regeneration and memory. And if you're not dreaming, then you are not sleeping enough.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, dreaming there's a reason you dream. There's a reason you're paralyzed, so you don't act out the dreams.
Thanks for watching. If you like what you just saw, why not subscribe? Here's a link to do that.
And if you'd like to watch the full interview, you can find it at chrisbeatcancer.com. There's a link to it in the description right below this video.